toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable.
He's loose. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Caught behind the line. It's Lewis. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, the running back looking for room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Plucks it out of the air. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The offense set for a first down play. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for 6. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And drops hurt as it is. But when you drop it and you know you just missed out on a touchdown, those really sting. And those concentration drops, man, it makes the quarterback hesitate whether he wants to throw the football again. That is a big missed opportunity.
Get it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Here comes the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll move the wide receiver. Caught near the sticks. It's Woodhead. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Bunch formation for these receivers. He'll pull it on the read.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Zings it complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. To the air, it's Bailey. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, NC State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Now on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Lewis. Past the sticks, and he may get more. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10?
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that. It's complete. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
An extra point here will tie the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this.
Just keeping God first, big dog.
The home team
Fighting for our lives out here.
Now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 7 over Georgia Southern. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Makes the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grab here the sticks. It's Fox. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Oh, they're after him. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
Here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. Might be the worst case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. DB's right up on the receivers. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got it, and he can go with it. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy.
Got room on the return. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lewis. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Got out of trouble and throws. The sure hands, it's Rodgers. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires left. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. He wants to throw it again. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. And guys with the empty backfield on 2nd and short, might they take a shot here? Back to pass. Finds the tight end. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
He wants to throw it. Looking to get it in. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the...
Turning it on! Sees him in open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the ground, he's got it again. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Right down the boulevard, it's good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
To the air on first down. He lets it fly. He's got it down the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Rodgers. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Holden finds his man on the left. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Under fire. Crosses the 45. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On the run, it's Scott. Finding an escape route. Got enough for the first. He's piled up 112 yards rushing for them so far as he closes in on that 1,400-yard mark. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third down, he drops the throw. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Got a man, it's Johnson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The sweet feet buy a little time. On the move, he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressure.
Hits him in stride at the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They are really clicking along 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Here's a heat. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. This is softening them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gonna look downfield again. Looking for the goal line. And he's got a touchdown.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, heading to the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Fires to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like Which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. He wants to change this route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions. And
already toasted coverage, got it deep downfield.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. San Jose State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Jeff Garcia, and they are right back in this. It's still a 1-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Oregon State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Fox. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Bailey. Out of the backfield, he's open. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing, but I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this fourth down and move the sticks.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too,
There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Only been playing with 10 fucking guys? Who the fuck?
Now called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Goes to short and low. Let's go, baby. The ghost of short and low. The ghost of short and low. Let's go.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal.
The ghost of short and low.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
The two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Great touchdown, and that might do it.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a
Larry fucking Mjpls, boys.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. Got his man downfield. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Scott. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Woodhead. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. NC State quick to the line. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Back to pass on second down. He's got him. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of